Well, you have to ask them. I'm not in their minds. I just don't think we had enough guys going. I watched the tape and I start wondering because so many guys, I just thought they just weren't going. But then I look at Dubinsky's line and yeah. So I worry about we had 2 hard practices before the 2 games, which I thought we needed. I worry, it was too much and back to back. I watched Dubinsky's line; they're just flying. So I don't think it's that. Like I said after the game, I'm not sure if it was an emotional letdown after Pitt, disrespecting your opponent, and I have no idea. You're going to have to get the answer out of them. I'm trying to. I'm not getting anywhere as far as the right information or any information. So, I thought we practiced really well today, very attentive today, and I thought they practiced with speed. So we'll get ready to play for our next one.
You see Jenner, I mean, he was just marauding all over the ice, it looked like, in that game. Yeah. That's the stuff that has to be there first, right? Yeah. And the rest of it comes to him?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the points. I think all that stuff follows. After in the last 2 games, it's been the most consistent games of who Boone Jenner is. I think that's a little bit of a person we need to look to as far as who we are. It's something we've forgotten a little bit. I thought we got back to it really for a number of minutes in the Rangers game and the Pitt game. Certainly wasn't there during the Jersey game. Schneider saw every shot. We didn't block any shots. We lose the battle of the blues. We're not there. They're in our blue. So Jens is a good example of what I think all our guys need to strive to be right now.
Have you seen that before where a guy who maybe, I don't know if people think of Jenner as a 30-goal guy, but he had 30 goals last year, that becomes a standard that player feels they need to live up to? Like, has he tried to be a 30-goal scorer this year instead of what he's been the last couple of games?
I don't think so. I think he's such a good pro. I think he's got himself wrapped. It's gone on for so long as far as lack of production. Yeah. I think it just plays with you. It gets wrapped up in your head, and I think he has just allowed himself to play. And I think he sees that he's making more of a difference by just not even thinking. You can tell he's not thinking. He's hitting. He's just going straight ahead. I think the other things will follow. The encouraging part is I do believe our other lines will get going. If we can get our other lines going somewhat consistently, and Doobie's line stays where it's at, you got something.
Yeah, right.
And the addition of Nudie, I thought Nudie gave us some really good minutes. So we've got to try to get better every day. It wasn't a good game against Jersey. It turned into a 500 week, 3 out of 6 points, where it could have been 5 out of 6 if we win that game. We didn't get it done. A lot of the year we've gotten that done, we didn't. So we need to answer and just try to be better the next game.
It can't be lost on you how well you guys have played against the top teams in the league, though. And when we were talking about why, the fallback against New Jersey, I think you guys are like 11-5-1 against the top 10 teams currently.
Yeah, I don't even know what the record is.
But then there's these other games where.
Oh, it was a tough one for me to figure out because it's a full house. It's a Saturday night. It's such a great building to play in, as we're beginning to see when people are there. And I don't know. It's kind of a fluky first goal. Wens loses his stick or gets it knocked out of his hand. The second one was like the wind just came out of the building on the tip-in goal. And we just, I could see from the first 10 minutes of the game, Jersey was quicker. They were more engaged. I don't think we were awful, but I don't think we were at the level when you come home. I'd like to see us. We've had a pretty good home record here. I'd like to see us have a reputation of how fast you start. You go to San Jose, they're coming. Every game, they're coming in their building. I like to see this be more instinctive, and as far as that it's expected to have a start in your building. So we're still defining what our standard is, and I don't think we have that fully defined because it's not there all the time, and so we're working at it.
And you have a marvelous chance here coming up with this stretch of games as far as establishing something at home.
Yeah, well, I'm concerned about Detroit. I'm concerned about their speed, a very fast team. We we need to get back to just playing a better game and see where the results end up after.
John, when you say get back to playing the game that you were playing, are there other parts that have to be elevated even above where they were before?
Yeah, I think the grind of the game, the checking of the game, needs to be more consistent within the game. Blocking shots. I mean, we lived on that last year. We were such a good team doing that. Now guys we're really big blocking shots. I see guys that are small. You get big and you get small when you go out to try to block a shot. That part of it. I think after the 2-day practice, I thought we played better against the Rangers and Pitt, but I thought we just fell off against Jersey in the checking part of it. I want us to score goals. I want to give them the freedom, but now we're going to come to mid-February here, and that's when the checking part of the game is so important. From this time of year right on through, if you want a chance to compete in the playoffs and then get there and to try to play the right way in the playoffs, your checking needs to be instinctive. We're not there. We're still very inconsistent. So that's the big part of the game. And it falls on us too. That's the big responsibility of coaching, is teaching the checking part of the game. We have to get better there.